Gen Z is considered to be as a very wellness oriented generation, but there is a paradox. The paradox is that they are also hooked to junk food. Now, why is it so? I mean, being wellness oriented and still they are having a junk food kind of addiction, where we find that they are all the time wanting to consume junk food. What is driving this particular contradictory behavior? That is what we're going to see in this particular video, and at the same time, we're going to see certain tips by which this contradictory behavior of theirs can be corrected. Watch this video till the end so that you get a very correct and proper insight into this particular problem of junk food consumption. The first important thing that experts state are that it's a mix of both mind and body. The problem that has happened, the junk food consumption that is happening, is not just about the body, not about the taste buds, it's more about the mind also. So it's a psychological behavioral trait that has been imbibed. So there is an involvement of psychology in this particular behavior. Now, what other facts they are saying? It's not about the taste buds, but it's about how the persons of this generation feel. So, are they having a certain feeling? Are they having a certain pattern of thoughts because of which they have become addicted to junk food? Now, important thing to see here is that something is leading to their anxiety levels to increase, right? So the anxiety, the stress is going upwards. Now, so what is the reason? Why is this anxiety level being going upwards, and how to overcome this anxiety level? So let's go ahead and check this. The first thing is that this particular generation, Gen Z, is living in an overstimulated atmosphere. Constantly people are browsing, watching reels, and they're already consumed by a lot of screen time, and all the time there is some information that is coming to them. Now what happens? This is Now why this has happened? This is because of the entire digital world which we are living in. Now, important to note here is when you constantly use screen time and scrolling, it gives you a pleasure, right? And it activates your brain's dopamine secretion. So, over time, your brain reduces sensitivity to lower dopamine and demands more. It reduces the sensitivity to dopamine, and so you need more dopamine to feel more pleasure, to feel that pleasure which was earlier very easily accessible. So, it's more like it feels hard to feel the pleasure in your day to day activities, and that therefore there becomes a lack of motivation. So overall, this Gen Z generation is facing a lot of stress. This stress is leading to a coping mechanism. Now, what is this coping mechanism? It is junk food. Junk food gives them instant gratification and that dopamine recharge, you can say, which is happening. We are talking about junk food, but the real reason is there is an emotional hunger which has developed. So an emotional hunger develops in their brain, and this leads to stress eating. It also may lead to late night snacking, and it can also have binge eating disorders. So stress eating, late night snacking, binge eating, all these are because your brain is feeling emotionally hungry. So that's the reason there is so much of disconnect between the logic and the action. They know intellectually, this generation knows that it is wrong to eat junk food. They may theoretically be very clear about this wrong consumption of junk food, but even if their logic is supportive to this, they act differently. Their actions which are happening may be different. So once you start consuming junk food daily, it leads to normally toxins being formed in the body, and then there is a sluggishness in your digestion system. So junk food is not good for the digestive system, and so there is a sluggish digestion. And then you often find that your mood swings take place. One moment you feel happy, one moment you feel sad, one moment you feel I want to do this, one moment you feel I don't want to do this. So these mood swings are because of the junk food being consumed daily. Junk food, so once in a while, it's okay, but if you are consuming it daily, it is going to create this problem. So you can also, in fact, have itchy skin or skin infections because of this. So the impact is not just on your physical health. So physical health, we've seen certain symptoms, but also it impacts your mental health. You may have a state of depression. You may feel low in motivation, lack of concentration, and procrastination, and so many things happen because of this junk food consumption and because you are becoming addicted to the dopamine. So now comes the solution. Now, what to do in such a case? Then, what to do if you are facing these kind of issues? Now, should you contact a counselor? Well, yes, it's better to contact a counselor. Even we at Mind Wellness Everyday provide you programs which are related to dopamine detox, overeating disorder counseling. So sessions you can take it online also, offline also if you're in Pune. But if you want online, you can definitely contact on this particular number. We can guide you for this dopamine detox programs. And overeating, if you're doing it, this kind of disorder counseling also we conduct. So do contact if you're facing these difficulties. If it is not very serious, then you can use these quick tips for taking care of your problem. So first of all, try and get good sleep. Avoid activities that overstimulate. Stop watching too much of reels. Restrict your time on social media. Restrict your screen time. Take breaks, you can say, between the screen time. And importantly, switch to nature. Take strolls, walks in gardens, between nature. Have some fun activities like gardening. Once in a while, you should also try and go to no network zones. So that's could be very difficult for this particular generation, but they should try it, because the total disconnect from the mobiles and from the internet and network things, even phone calls, you should not be within the phone call zone also. This will give you a very, it's like a detox atmosphere, and it can help you to a great extent. Then obviously you should have some physical exercise. So every day you should have some time period dedicated to physical activities, exercise. It could be yoga, it could be aerobics, it could be walks, runs. So do something which makes you happy, I mean what you like doing as a physical exercise. Then comes the hobby part. Have some time which is out of the screens, right? So if you have hobbies like artwork, creation, gardening, reading, in fact, not the mobile, on the mobile or the tab or anything of that sort, but reading books, actual books. All these can help you to go away from your habits of excessive dopamine secretion. And as soon as the dopamine secretions stabilizes, it's not in excess, you will start an automatic reduction in the feel, reduction in the requirement to stimulate your taste buds by junk food. So it's not about your taste buds or not about the addiction to that particular product. It is more about the addiction of dopamine, the pleasure hormone, which is being secreted because of its consumption and because of your excessive connectivity to the screens. So hope this video helps you, and as I told you, just in case you wish to take some counseling, you can definitely contact us on this particular phone number, or this particular number by WhatsApp, or on the website. Also, just in case you have not joined the channel of Mind Wellness Everyday, do subscribe to this channel, because we will be sharing very important details like these, or which can help you in your day-to-day activities doing it properly. So hope to see you in the next video of Mind Wellness Everyday. Thank you.